you're a player, you don't know that many major chords.
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be a week of meals that we cooked. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first meal I'm making is a shepherd's pie, and I'm going to start off by preheating my oven to 350. And I'm taking the lazy way out and I am making instant mashed potatoes. So I'm going to boil the water, throw the potatoes in, and voila, that will be done. If you haven't done that before, you might want to try it. It is a major time saver.
I got better things to do. Tell your friends I will be just fine. Don't need no therapist. There's nothing like nothing.
Next thing I'm doing here is I have about 2 pounds of ground beef, and I am going to throw that in my pan and start to brown that up. This utensil, I don't know what it's technically called, but you need to go on Amazon and get you one because that thing is amazing. So now I'm just going to chop up a half of an onion. I probably could have used a whole onion, but heartburn is real, so I did a half an onion. This recipe is pretty flexible, so if you wanted more onion, you do more onion. You can pretty much kind of customize this any way you want.
I don't need you here to feel good. No, I'm not angry. I got better things to do. Tell your
Here is this handy dandy chopper in motion. I mean, that thing separates the meat. I have too many good things to say about that thing. I should have more on backup just in case this one breaks. Once it's all browned, I'm going to go ahead and drain out the excess grease. And then I'm going to add in about a half a cup of water and 3 packages of brown gravy mix. You don't really need it to be watery, you just want it to kind of all combine together without it being like too dry or too wet. You guys can eyeball it. You'll see what it's supposed to look like right here. Now that it's all mixed together, I'm going to go ahead and put it in my baking dish, and I'm just going to spread it all out to cover the bottom. The next thing I'm using is a can of corn. However, you could use peas, carrots, anything you have in your fridge, canned, frozen, whatever you want. You could just put it in there. And then you top it all with the mashed potatoes, whether you make homemade or you do instant or whatever you do. You just top it with that. And it's going to go in the oven at 350 for 30 minutes. Then I turn my oven on broil high temperature, and I keep an eye on it, but it's about 5 to 7 minutes just so the top gets nice and golden brown. I made a little side salad, and that is dinner completed. It's always fantastic, super easy, and very affordable. Now I'm just throwing a little bonus footage here of what Cortland was eating that night for dinner. It is a peanut butter and jelly, and I found these cool little sandwich cutters in the dollar spot at Target. Had to give them a try, so this one is a little pig. I need to work on my technique. Not bad. Not the best. Still pretty cute. She didn't eat it, so I guess it doesn't matter. Sliced up some apples for her. She is an apple fan. I also cut up some peppers. Once in a while, she will eat them. She didn't tonight, but sometimes she does, so it was worth the gamble. And a few goldfish, and dinner is complete. Meal number 2 for the week, we had roasted chicken sausage and veggies on a sheet pan. It doesn't get easier than this. just start off by preheating your oven to 425 degrees. You can do 400 if you want it to take a little longer. If you don't, do 425. Next, I busted out the handy dandy rice cooker, again, one of my most favorite kitchen utensils. And I threw in 1 cup of rice, 2 cups of water, and I'm adding in some chicken bouillon seasoning just to give the water a little bit of flavor. Helps to flavor the rice a little bit. The thing I love about sheet pan recipes, you can clean out your refrigerator with whatever veggies you can find in there. I am chopping up peppers and onions with mine. I'll also throw some broccoli on. You'll see that in a minute. This chicken and apple sausage, you guys, what the heck? It is so good. It kind of tastes like Thanksgiving dinner in each bite. It's just a mouthful of joy. So you're welcome. If you don't know, now you know. You need to get you some. Again, just using my trifecta, olive oil, salt, pepper. I did also add on some of this onion and garlic seasoning to the veggies. It is fantastic. Flipping all the sausages over and in the oven for 425 for 20-25 minutes. Voila. Alright, I'm going to be flavoring up this rice a little bit. I'm going to be using some hoisin sauce. I don't know if that's how you say it. That's how I'm going to say it. And a little bit of low sodium soy sauce. Add that in, mix it all together. And then I am going to top the veggies over that rice. Add the sausage on the side, and dinner is done. Cortland's gourmet dinner, beefaronis, salami, and blueberries. Night 3. I was out of town all day. I was in Tampa, so it is frozen pizza night. It's one of my most favorite nights, to be honest with you. Quick and easy. Love that. Meal number 4. This is my first time making this, and if you make anything from this week of meals, make this. You won't regret it. Start off by making bacon, however you choose to make it. I do mine in the oven because I can set it and forget it. Well, don't completely forget it, but forget it for, I don't know, 15-20 minutes. I cook my bacon at 350 and just kind of keep an eye on it, but like I said, about 15 minutes or so. Now I'm making homemade ranch. This is how I choose to always do ranch these days. It is just the seasoning, 3 tablespoons of that, 1 cup of milk, 1 cup of mayonnaise. Whisk it together. It's going to be really liquidy at first. The longer it sits, it does thicken up. However, I should have made mine the night before for these sandwiches, but I didn't. So it is what it is. It still came out fantastic. So Alright guys, the first thing you're going to need is croissants. You can either make them in the oven. I bought mine at Sam's Club. These were amazing. I'm just going to go ahead and cut them open. And I am going to drizzle some ranch on there. You will see that mine is very runny. Wish it was a little thicker, but it still came out really, really good. Then I'm just going to spread that around. I'm going to add some cheddar cheese to it. You could use slices if you wanted. I had shredded, so that's what I did. Now I'm adding some deli chicken meat and lots of that cooked bacon. Alright guys, now I'm just going to close them up, finish up making all these, and bake them in the oven 350 for 15 minutes. Go ahead and open up all the packages, and I'm going to throw them back in the oven for about 5 minutes. It just helps to make them a little bit toastier. You guys, they're so good. You got to do it. I just made some french fries on the side and we enjoyed an easy meal. All right, for meal number 4, we did barbecued chicken and bacon wrapped jalapeno peppers. I did not make the peppers, we bought those, but everything came out so wonderful. All right, you guys, I am gonna marinate this chicken in lots of barbecue sauce. And my secret, use jelly. It doesn't matter if it's grape, strawberry, raspberry, whatever. Add in a good amount, probably quarter cup-ish. Have you met me? I'm Elise, and I don't measure everything to preciseness. However, it's your kitchen, just do what you want, add as much as you want. You can't mess it up. So mix that all over so they're coated nicely. Let them sit for as long as you want. I waited a little bit late on mine. Mine sat for maybe an hour. The longer the better. An hour was fine for us. I'm going to be making one of these pasta sides, the cheddar broccoli. It's just something simple and easy. Greg doesn't really like it. I like it. Jackson eats it. So that's a plus. And I'm going to just whip that up quickly while I get the grill started. All right, now that the grill is nice and clean, I'm going to put this chicken on there. It says the temperature is close to 500 degrees. I don't know if that's accurate, probably is. It felt like 5 million degrees, so there's always that. All right, I just showed you guys the jalapeno poppers. I'm gonna put those on. They stayed on about 15-20 minutes while the chicken was finishing up. There's just something about barbecue. I don't know, I love it. Makes me happy, brings me joy. All right, guys, that's it for tonight's meal. It was nice and easy, wonderful, and always delicious to have some barbecue. All right, you guys, best ever chocolate chip cookies. Here's the recipe. Just go make them right now. All right, we're gonna start off with 2 sticks of butter, and then we're gonna be adding in 3/4 cup of brown sugar, 1/4 cup of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 eggs. We're going to cream that until it's smooth. Now we're gonna get ready to start with the dry ingredients. So the ticket is going to be vanilla pudding. Instant vanilla pudding. You gotta do it. It's what makes the inside nice and soft and chewy, creamy, wonderful deliciousness, mouthful of joy. You're welcome. Now I'm adding in 2 1/4 cups of all-purpose flour, and I'm gonna mix that all in. I think you're supposed to do that slowly. Have we met? I don't follow directions completely, totally. Now that that is all in there, I'm going to be adding my chocolate chips. So recipe usually calls for about 2 cups. I use as much as makes my heart happy. I suggest you do the same.
Spinning like a broken record. For a player, you don't know that many major chords.
Oh my God, so good. Salmonella, come at me. You are worth it. Before I eat my weight in batter, it is time to get these cookies baked and kill off the salmonella. So they are going to go in the oven at 375 for approximately 10 minutes. Keep an eye on them. My oven gets hotter as I cook. So the second batch that goes in is usually about 9 minutes and then 8 minutes, and you get the point. Now I'm just getting these cookies over to the tray to get cooled down. And as you can see, when I split this cookie open, you will see the inside is so soft, and they stay that way. So good, guys, so good. You gotta do it. Just try it, trust me. All right, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and watching this week of meals. If you guys like this video, I can always do more. So let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one.